Hello and welcome to another week in our garden. Sunday morning today. We've had quite a bad storm come through. It seems to have left us for a little while at the moment. The sun is shining. So we want to quickly get some harvesting done and show you the progress of the garden before it starts raining again. So we're going to start down here in the bottom greenhouse, nearly empty now. When it is empty, I shall give it a good clean and reorganise the staging for winter. But I'll show you that as we do it. Now we need to get these peppers harvested. They will start going down now. The daylight is getting shorter and shorter. But I just want to tell you, we kept some of the aubergines, well, 2 of them, in the pot, and I did cut them down and let them grow up again. Because we've had this sort of odd weather we're getting these days, they've actually started flowering again. So I'll show you the flowers as we're harvesting. We might even get some winter aubergines, but I don't think they'll make much. We have a few, I think it's about 2 bell peppers still to take off, 2 plants, and then the bullhorn to harvest. So let's start cutting and see how we can get on. When I've finished harvesting, I will take these plants out. I don't keep them over winter. You can if you wish. If you can keep them warm, they will overwinter. But I don't have any heat anywhere through the really cold winter. So we'll start with fresh plants in January, February time. Let's harvest some peppers. I'm going to try and take them with fair stalk. You see, they're good, but they're just beginning to show a little bit of creasing in the skins. That means you need to get them in and get them put away. Yeah, they're fine. And so you can keep the plant if you wish, but I don't think I will. We'll finish the bell peppers and show you what we've got. Now this one's still got a bit of green on it, but I am going to take it. There you are, still a bit green, but that'll be fine. That's all the bell peppers in. We'll do the bull's horn now and then show you what we've got. But just before I start, small green ones. We'll take this one, but I'm afraid that one we won't take at all. That one, if you use it immediately, it'll be alright. There's the flowers coming on the aubergine. Now, if you've got them now, obviously there's not many insects about. So if you wanted to, we'd have to get a feather and do it to pollinate them ourselves, but I don't think I will. I'll just see if we might just have a moth or 2 at night that might do it. Right, I'll get the bull's horns picked. Green and red, I'm going to take the lot. As you know, time's getting on in the year, so we need to clear this crop now. Let's show you, I'll take them and then show you what I've got. A nice tray of peppers. That's the last of this year's peppers. I've had quite a few. We've had a lot of yellow ones that came a little bit earlier than the reds, but the bull's horn we actually set a little bit later, which is a good thing because they've all come together now and we've got a chance to get them processed and into the freezers. Now we've got some, looking up the garden, it says some tomatoes and some pumpkins to lift today. So with those done and this done, we'll do that next. Now down the bottom of the garden here we do have a few Turks turban squashes that Diane wants for a bit of decoration. So I'm actually going to cut one or two of these and pop them in the shed. There we go, we'll take them with a decent stalk on them, look. He says, and it falls off. It's broken off, but that's fine. There's a mark or two on them, but they'll be fine. Yeah, that one's come off. That one's come off how I wanted it to come off. They'll be nice. Nice bit of decoration for the autumn. Now remember, you can actually eat these, you know. I'll have to cut this one before I move it and sort of take off. Let's see, that's fine. That'll dry off nicely now. It is turning brown anyway, so they are ready. But we are liable for frost, and down the bottom here it will be colder than further up the hill. There's just a few Turks turbans for Diane's decorations. They will want cleaning, obviously. Now there's quite a few of these tomatoes left. They are outdoor tomatoes, so they will have the odd marking on them where they've been knocked about in the wind, etc. But these are the blight resistant ones, and my goodness, they've done well, because all the other tomatoes down here have been taken by the blight, and these have gone through it wonderful. I'm very pleased with them. So we're going to pick some of these red ones, and then we'll come back to you when we pick them. Now that's the tomatoes that are ready picked. Quite a few, quite heavy. The looks of the crop, there's still quite a few still to come. Now whether we pick them green or whether they go red is dependent now on the weather. So we'll have a look at these pumpkins now. Now we've come to the pumpkin patch, and what you need to do is just press your nail into the flesh gently, not hard, and if when you release there's no impression there, they're ready. But these are just about, look, so we'll have them off. This one has been off for quite a while. It broke off while I was moving it actually, so we'll take that one first. As you can see, they're quite, and it'll also give me a chance to get them clean as well. Small ones make lovely decorations, and also the ideal size for eating. Let's take the big ones first. There we go. Now I'll get them harvested and into the wheelbarrow and show you what we've got. Now I don't want many more than that in the wheelbarrow, so I'll take these up to the shed and then I'll pop back for those other few. That's the last of the pumpkins. They'll do nicely. A little bit of decoration and a little bit of Halloween in some of them, and some to eat. The butternuts are doing very well, and they are beginning to turn colour a little. I'll show you the colours in a moment, but I'm going to leave them as long as I dare. I keep my eye on the temperatures at night and the forecasts, and if we can just get a few more days sunshine on them, they'll ripen. Now this one here, you can see the colour of it is ripening nicely. It just wants a little bit longer. When they're ready, you'll notice the tops will go brown and start drying out, and then the same as pumpkin, the flesh is not showing a nail mark, but it's firming up. To show you the difference in the two, this one is nowhere near ripe. Look at that, look how green that stalk is and how light coloured it is. It just needs a lot more sun. There's a couple down here that are colouring up nicely now. The stems are still a bit green, as you can see, so we'll leave them as long as we can. I have taken the insect mesh off the Brussels sprouts now. They're standing up a lot better, but what I notice I have, especially in this area, I will have to put some stakes in. As you can see, they'll just fall flat if I don't. So a little bit more work. Some are producing Brussels, so we could pick them, but I would like to have a little bit of cold weather on them first. This is today's harvest. We have some Turks turban, which are now, we've actually washed them and they're beginning to look pretty now. Lots of peppers, both box and bullhorn. Tomatoes, they're the ones from outside. I'm very pleased with those tomatoes. I will grow those varieties again. And the pumpkins that have been washed, now these will go in the shed in a bit of storage until we require them. That'll be it for this week. It's just a short one. We have harvested well, I'm pleased with that, and the weather's held for us. So although the forecast on the BBC said today it will be raining and the sun shining, crazy weather we're getting these days. Now, as I said, that'll be it for this week. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Many thanks for subscribing. We do appreciate it. And remember, for goodness sake, everyone, take care. We'll soon be through it. So we'll see you next week, and we've still got some harvesting to do. Bye now.